to share some things that I learned from Emily and another source about Emily and Justin's relationship. And like I shared in my last video, Justin, when he passed away, his death was initially being investigated as if somebody had taken his life because there was no letter left behind. But after the autopsy, they claimed that it was intentional. Well, apparently his ex Liz kept saying, oh no, it's Emily's fault. He left a letter. He left a letter. And I guess he did not leave a letter when he passed away, but he did send a letter to Emily 3 weeks prior. And I guess this was when he had asked Emily for that $6,000 right after she gave him $3,000. And apparently when she gave him that $3,000, she claims that her birthday was coming up. And she didn't even have any money for her birthday after she gave him that money. She's like, look, I'm not even going to have money to go out for my birthday now. And she claims that he really didn't care. He still happily took the whole $3,000, and then he turned around and asked for $6,000 more. And she's like, look, I don't have it, and I guess I'm gonna have a little bit of money that I'm about to get, but I need that for my son's birthday party, which is coming up, and I only have enough coming in to cover to take him out to the amusement park. And I guess Justin ended up writing her a letter threatening to take his life if she did not send him that $6,000.
Start out by making a screen cap for hours. And then I just came home to a lovely letter. Lovely letter. And it's all over money. A man literally wrote me a suicide letter because I won't send him $6,000.
The ex Liz kept coming out and saying, oh, she was laughing because he sent her an unaliving letter. And she said, look, it was more of me in disbelief, like, what the heck is this? Like, she thought that he was just like trying to manipulate her and make her feel bad to get her to send the money, but she didn't have the money to send. And now she even admitted to me, and in a comment under the All Things Lockup post, that she's blaming herself, feeling like maybe I should have sent him that $6,000 and he would still be there. But I don't think that would have made a difference at the end of the day. Word for word, she literally said, so obviously I blame myself because I didn't have enough effing money to make him happy. And she claims that she still has the letter to this day. She ended up hiding it because he told her that he did not want the show to find out about it, so she kept his secret. I guess this had happened multiple times where he had threatened to take his life if Emily said that she could not send him money at the time. I guess when he had initially asked for that $3,000, she first told him, look, I need money for my birthday and I need that money for my son's birthday. Please just wait until after Drake's birthday and then I'll give it to you. And then he ended up threatening his life again, and I guess I was told that at one point he even threatened his life to Liz, his ex-girlfriend, because Liz wouldn't send him $100 and she ended up buying a dirt bike for her boyfriend instead. So she sent him her birthday money the week before he passed, and she begged him to just let her have some money for her son's birthday, and then he ended up taking his life on her son's birthday. And it came out afterwards. Emily ended up finding out that he was in severe debt, and Emily thought it was due to gambling, but she claims that she was told by Liz and Brittany, his ex-girlfriends, that he allegedly had a drug problem. Here are some messages between Emily and Justin's grandma after he passed. Emily reached out and said, look, I've been thinking of you. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. And then she checked in on her again a few days later, and she's like, I do have something for you. I can send it to you, or I can meet up with you. But I guess the grandma had ended up moving to Colorado at this point, and she said, we are leaving tomorrow morning. Oh, I guess she was about to leave for Colorado. And she just pretty much let Emily know, like, hey, if there's anything you need for me to, let me know. And Justin loved you. And they maintained a good relationship until they ended up just kind of no longer talking to each other anymore, because I guess Justin's ex-girlfriend Liz ended up becoming really close with Justin's grandma, and she was on her ear, and they just stopped checking in on each other after that. And I guess this is kind of a throwback. This is the initial messages that Emily sent to Justin's Facebook. And this is his ex, Brittany, texting back saying, look, he's in this prison. He's never been in Jefferson. He's looking at 9 more months. I hope you won't judge him by that. He's made some mistakes, but he's a good guy all around. I'm his ex-girlfriend if that's any inclination of his character. We remain friends and I take care of his social media. And then Emily's like, I don't judge. I'm friends with his other ex, Liz. And she's like, okay, for sure. Just let me know. He's looking forward to chatting and getting to know you if it all works out. There was a post that the ex, Liz, had shared where she accused Emily of just being in it for the fame and said that Emily went on Love Island or applied to be on Love Island 2 weeks after she was done filming for the show after Justin had passed. And Emily claims that she was just trolling when she said that and that she never actually applied to be on the show. And also the ex said that Justin had maxed out, or Emily had maxed out some of Justin's credit cards that she put in his name. So I did ask her about that. And she claims that she did get credit cards for him because she was trying to help him build credit. But she said she paid a couple $100s for him to have a line of credit. And those are all currently open. Emily said when she was dealing with Justin, she was also trying to pay off $90,000 worth of debt that she was dealing with. And he knew about all the financial issues she was dealing with. And that's why she was so dead set on trying to hustle up as much money as possible, as quickly as possible on the show. And she ended up filing bankruptcy in March of 2024, and she's been paying off her debt ever since. And I guess Emily and Liz used to be friends back in the day, but I guess the last time they hung with each other was back in March of 2023 when Emily took Liz out for a few drinks. And Emily claims that she and Liz ended up having a falling out because Liz had lied to her about a DV situation. She claims that Liz had called her because, interesting fact, if you guys have been watching my video, then you know this, but Liz, Justin's ex, she's had a boyfriend for the past 6 years. The past 6 years she's had a boyfriend. This whole time that she was messaging Justin while on the show, she had a whole boyfriend at home. I think they're actually engaged. They might be fiancés, but don't quote me on that. I know they're at least boyfriend and girlfriend, but apparently Justin did 6 years. He got out for 2 months, and they were together for that 2 months, and then he went back to jail, and when he went back to jail, she got with this man that she's with now, and they've been together for 6 years now. I think I covered this in my last video, I can't remember, but in case I didn't, Emily also claims that the narrative that the ex has been saying, that when she was sending money to Justin, the ex was saying, well, Emily was sending Justin his own money anyways because that was his money that she got from the show. And I know for a fact that that's not the case because I talked to so many cast members, and none of the cast members that before the cast members get out, the inmates, they're not allowed to get paid. They don't get paid till they actually get out and they're on Love After Lockup. And so, like Titus, for example, he didn't get paid. Michael didn't get paid. Any of the inmates from this season didn't get paid. But a lot of times you may see a cast member who's the one on the outside, and they'll be like, okay, babe, you know, since you're not getting paid, I'll give you part of my money, or they'll help them out. I guess Emily and Justin never made any kind of deal. He was not getting paid. He did have to sign a contract for the show and sign an NDA for the show, but he was not actually getting paid. Emily was the only one getting paid. So that was her actual money that she was sending to Justin, the money that she was selling or making from selling her coochie. But I'm convinced that when the ex was saying this, saying, oh, that was Justin's money that he was sending her, I don't feel like she's saying that just to lie out of her ass. I feel like she's saying that because that's what Justin told her. I think Justin was telling her, oh, that's my money, so he didn't, you know, look as bad for begging for thousands of dollars from his girlfriend. Emily said that a lot of the times that she would only have $50 and he would ask her, hey babe, I need you to send me $1,000, and she'd be like, dude, I don't have $1,000 to send you right now. I only have $50 left in the bank. I just sent you $3,000. And Justin would be like, no, I don't believe you. And she said a lot of times she would send him $40 and leave herself with $10-20, and he would want it all, and he wouldn't believe that she didn't have any more money on top of that, and he was just always wanting more and more. And she felt like he kind of thought that she had more money than she really did. But apparently the story with Justin is a lot worse than I've even touched on, but there's a lot that Emily does not feel comfortable talking about because it just touches on some really bad topics like gang affiliations and gang activity, drug activity, extortion, and all kinds of other things that Emily wouldn't feel safe to actually talk about, and also to just kind of give him some kind of honor after his death. She doesn't want to completely drag on him, but she did want to defend the parts that the ex was saying and tell her side about what the ex has been saying about like the payments and the letter and all that kind of stuff. The ex did make a post, Liz, and she said, sorry for all the shit lately, guys. I've been off my meds for the last year and I'm a little manic. I just called the doctor to get back on because it got dark. So hopefully she sees an improvement in her day-to-day life now that she's getting her medication. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.